Okay. Uh, it's it's Tuesday, November 6th. The other video I did was about 3 days ago. Uh, I'd like to go over the symptoms again. I probably left some out before. Number one symptom is extreme and sudden onset of weakness and tiredness. It's hard to describe how sudden it can be. It can be in just a matter of seconds or minutes. She always sleeps several hours during the day and night, and when she sleeps very hard. She's hard to wake up. Sometimes I have to shake her 2 or 3 times for her to awaken, and that's whether she sleeps during the day or night. Usually a headache, often a lower stomach pain. When she went to Mayo's, they did determine a the word escapes me, a hernia, a small hernia. She sometimes has chills, not often, but sometimes, and for a period she was having constant sweats day and night, had to sit in front of a fan virtually all the time. Usually she complains about weakness in her legs. That seems to be a main symptom. Often she complains about feeling as if she's out of her body or not there. And at times her whole body aches. And then she has a reaction to bright flashing lights. It causes a tremor, lasts for less than a second. And let's see here. A strange thing has been happening the last several months, maybe the last 2 or 3 years. It's hard to keep track of. She will tell me in the morning that she starts to have very strong cold symptoms, stuffed nose, and she expects to end up with the cold in the morning, but in the morning it's gone. That's happened several times. I have no idea whether it has anything to do with the episodes. She does not always go into an episode after experiencing that. In fact, I don't know if she ever has, but that has happened several times. It seems rather strange to me. Getting back to the weakness and the tiredness, I know I've mentioned this before, but anyway, it's such a strong key to this. She can exercise strenuously, treadmill, cross trainer, for an hour and a half, 2 or 3 times a week. I couldn't even begin to exercise the way she does. And then later that day or the next day or whatever, this sudden onset of weakness will hit her, and she really can hardly go up 7 steps to flop on the bed. Just totally weak and tired. The last couple of episodes have been so frightening. And over the past 10 years especially, she has seen 3 endocrinologists. She's gone to Mayo's. She did have bypass surgery, double bypass surgery, which I don't think was appropriate. Didn't make any difference in the episodes, but that's beside the point. And virtually every doctor seems to, let's do blood work and see what we find, and never seems to have the interest to pursue it until they do find a real cause. That's been extremely frustrating to me. virtually all of the blood work, CAT scans, MRIs, and also speaking about MRIs, one area that they looked for was insuloma, and with a CAT scan and an MRI, that was negative. They didn't find anything to show any pancreatic tumors. There may be something there that they just couldn't detect. Virtually the only test that she has been well outside of the normal range is this glucose and insulin test that she took 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, whatever it's been. I'm sure you've got the results of it. I'm also faxing some information on it. Her insulin went off the charts. Let's see, we're getting there. Okay, today she started out with a slight sore throat. To her, slight might be, she seems to have a strong tolerance for pain. Anyway, she had a sore throat, and she did develop some symptoms of a cold, but then she became again very tired, had to go to bed, and slept hard. In desperation, I gave her 100 milligrams of ubiquinol, and I gave her 200 milligrams of CoQ10, and I also gave her omega-3. Look, I'm the doctor anymore because no one is doctoring her. All that happens is tests are run, and nothing happens after that. She hasn't been diagnosed with anything, and I'm so sick and tired of it. But at any rate, that if she was headed into an episode that seemed to help, I am not claiming that taking CoQ10 and ubiquinol is the answer. I'm just telling you I did that. She is in bed now. She's tired, but she definitely has not gone into a complete episode. I don't know what tomorrow morning will bring, but it did appear that that taking the ubiquinol and the CoQ10 may have helped her from going into an episode. I cannot claim that's the case, but I will say this. I will repeat this because I think it's important. She was having an episode at least once a month and probably twice a month for several months, and she began to take 100 milligrams of CoQ10 with omega-3, that's for absorption, as I understand it, and doing that certainly seemed to stop the episodes and all of the symptoms. It stopped the weakness, it stopped the sweats, which at that time she was having day and night in front of a fan, day and night. The reaction to the flashing lights stopped. Everything stopped. She felt wonderful. And then after 60 days, then the episode started to occur again. I, of course, tried increasing the CoQ10, which didn't seem to do anything. I'm not, I wish I knew what had happened in her body at that time, but I don't know. One symptom that I forgot to mention, I'm sure I mentioned it before, depression seems to go hand in hand with what she's dealing with. She suffered from or with depression more than 20 years ago, for a long time, and she has reacted to quite positively Prozac. Fortunately, that seems to help with the depression in a very straightforward manner. I will tell you this. These episodes are horrible, but depression is worse. She's on Prozac now. She's taking 40 milligrams every other day. And that does seem to control the depression. If you can't tell that I'm doing everything I can possibly think of in order to resolve this, it might as well be a full-time profession for me. Look, our phone number is area code 309-343-8501. Please, if you have any questions, if you want any observations, please call. One thing I forgot to mention on what she was dealing with today, I did take her blood sugar with my tester, and it was 128. My tester seems to be running high as compared to the glucose readings that they had with the glucose insulin test. Seemed to be running, I would say, 10 or 15 high, so that would put it down to around 110. But anyway, she was not manifesting low blood sugar. Please, please, please help us with this. It is unbearable. I thank you for your time. I so much thank you for your time.